Hello everyone, this is Helen H. and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I hope you all are doing well. Today is the second week of the hashtag Show Us How You Organize open collaboration sponsored by Susan from Susan Hiles Art and Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming. I will have the links to both of their videos, or both of their channels below, so you can go and look at their channels, and in their description box will be a list of all the people who are going to be participating. But if you also click on the hashtag Show Us How You Organize hashtag, it should automatically bring you to a playlist with all the videos from last week and this week, and actually the week before when Sheree and Susan did the announcement. So today is August 19th, and today we're showing how we organize ink, adhesives, and tools. So that's what I'm going to show you. I actually was going to do stamps to show you how I do stamps, but I just got a whole bunch of new stamps and I really need to rethink my organization on that. So when I do it though, I will do a video, because storing stamps can be a little bit tricky, especially if you have the hardwood ones, the wood block mounted ones, and then the acrylic ones. So when I get that all situated, I will do one and show you how I do that. But today I'm going to stick to this ink, adhesive, and tools. So ink, I really have three containers that I have ink in. The first one is this, and most of my stuff comes from like Dollar Tree, my actual containers and stuff. This holds some basic pads in basic colors. Remember these ones? We got these all from Tuesday Morning. I got every color they have. I have some color mock, so on and so forth. But then I've got my dauber heads and my distress inks sitting on top like this. And this goes right next to me over here. I have a Rascog cart, and this sits right on the top because I do actually use these the most, but I do use these quite a bit too. So this is how I store the inks that I would say I use the most, and they're, like I said, they're right at my fingertips on the right side of my desk. So let me just put those down on the floor. My camera's there, so I can't put them away. So also on that Rascog cart that is right there, hanging from it, I have this little container here, and this is all my distress inks. And I've read several places that you need to keep your distress inks upside down, so that's what I do. They just hang like this, and this little thing snaps. It's a 31 little basket thing, and this just snaps on to, oh, it goes this way. It just snaps on like this and hangs on my cart like that, and I think that's upside down enough for these distress inks. So that's my second container, and that again is right to my hand on my right side here. And then lastly, I have this container, and this is, I think that this is actually made for photos at one time, and I have these little boxes, and I know these are supposed to be photo boxes. Of course, we use them for all different kinds of things. Now, these inks in here, these are my browns, blacks, gold, silver. These are all like the little cat's eye ones and all the little ones. And then I've got this one, which is the greens, and then this is red, pink, and orange. And then I have blue and purple down here. So those are kind of color-coded in here. And then on the side here are the little finger daubers. I really rarely use those, but I tucked them in here anyway. Usually with these small inks like this, it's just so easy to take them by the, you know, as they are, to like edge things and ink up edges and stuff because they're so small. So now this one, I have all these inks and everything, and I rarely use this because the other ones I showed you are the ones I use the most. However, these are all good inks and lots of different colors, so I've made an executive decision. This is going up to the cabin, our cabin, and it will live there, because then I'll have all these colors of ink and I won't have to keep transporting my other inks back and forth, which, you know, is what I'm really trying to not do. So that is the inks. Then the other thing is, or the next thing is adhesives. Not too thrilling, but I'll show you anyway. So you can't see. I don't want to really jerk you around a lot, but right here on my desk, you can see here I have my glue sticks here. I've got my beacon glue, a big glue stick, some tacky glue, and then I'm going to tip you just a tiny little bit up this way if I can. And then up here is some more tacky glue, my diamond glaze, my matte medium, and those adhesives are all right here. Very close, easy to get to. I have a little cabinet over on this side where I have additional glue sticks if I need them. But, and then over here on this side of my desk right in front of me, I have this little lace bowl I made with the fabric hardening stuff in a doily. I made this little doily dish, and I've got some odd things in here. My scrapey tool and my tag corner thing, this kind of eraser. But I do have some tapes and some tape runners in here, so that those are also adhesives, and those just sit right here. I sometimes use them, but mostly I use the wet glue. So that's that. Now I have my tiny attacher sitting right up here. There's a little container right here where I keep my scissors, another stapler, my We Are Memory Keeper tweezers, and my tiny attacher, and the staples for the tiny attacher live right behind that. It does block a little drawer, but the drawer I rarely go into, so it's not a big deal. But then my other backup adhesives, I've got this box. These are these I think they're photo boxes that you get at Michael's. I have a whole bunch of these in one of my bookshelves. And this one is for like dry adhesives, so spares on my dry adhesives. I've got foam dots, I've got tape, red tape, all kinds of tape. I've got Velcro, I've got Velcro dots in here, tape runner refills, all kinds. This is stuff that I don't really need to keep on hand, but when something on my desk runs out, then I get it from this box. And this lives on a shelf unit that I have over here where I've got, I think, 20 or more of these style boxes from Michael's. They had a great sale a couple years ago, and I picked up a whole bunch of them, and I store so much of my stuff. I'm just trying to put that away. Okay, and then the other box for adhesives I have is this one, also a Michael's box, and this is glitter glue and my liquid adhesive. So I've got this little Dollar Tree tray in here. This is all my liquid pearls and glitter glue, and then I've just got my Vaseline in here because I do the Vaseline wipe off thing for mixed media. I rarely use it, and that's just a Pearl Drops that didn't fit in there. But I've just got some little liquid glues in here. And so this is the liquid glue versus the liquid and glitter glue versus the dry adhesives. Then the last thing on this little list is tools. Now I have all kinds of tools, so I'm just going to show you real quick one section of tools that I have. This little container here that I had the distress inks in. I have another Raskog cart on my left side, and I have one of these hanging from that one, and that one is filled with all my collection of these scissors. So all the different kinds of edging scissors I have in one of these hanging on my Raskog on that side. So that's those kinds of scissors. But then, like, my most used tools are right up here. I have a little shelf cupboard unit right here that you can't see. But I have this guy. And if you saw my craft room tour video, you've seen him before. He's actually covering a little can. He is a can cover, a crocheted can cover. I got him at a fair in up by the cabin. Somebody made him, and I love him. But so this has some different scissors in it. Like, these are my titanium scissors. These are what I open boxes with and stuff. A friend of mine works at a knife company, and she gave me these titanium scissors, and they are fabulous. I've got pinking shears in here, a couple rulers. I made my own tear rulers. Aljon has a video on how to do that, just using pliers and these cheap Dollar Tree rulers, how you just nip off the edge, and you can make your own tear rulers. So that's in here. And just like I said, this big honkin' paintbrush is in here, and some other scissors. So that sits right, my little guy sits right up here. Then I have this little jar, or little cup, this little owl, and he's got all my smaller paintbrushes. So he's all my little small paintbrushes, my stippling brushes, so on and so forth. I even have some stumps, some blending stumps in here, and whatever. So these things are also right at hand. And then, on excuse my reach, I also have this cup here. Isn't this adorable? Look at this cat. Oh my gosh, I love him so much. He's got my foam brushes in it, my, what the heck is, okay, this is what happens when you turn the camera on. You get stupid. These things, what are these called? You know what these things are. I got a whole bunch of them. For like spreading modeling paste. You know, I hear you guys screaming. Yeah, so I've got those. I've got this little tool that picks up gems and whatever. I've got my deadly knife here that the top keeps falling off. X-Acto, you really need to do a better job with your top lids here, because I've almost killed myself several times on that. So just some odds and ends and these things. Okay, I don't know. As soon as I turn on the camera, I'll remember what those are. And the last thing I have sitting up here is another can, and this one is also decoupaged here. So is the can underneath the little possum. But this one holds, well, I've got this brayer. I do have a place where my other brayers are, but now I have so many that they won't fit. So I'm going to actually get rid of one so that this can go where my brayers are. I've got this awl, which actually I think might be an ice pick. But if I'm doing a big heavy cover, this is a great tool to use. It's another hole punch. I've got some other paintbrushes, longer paintbrushes in here. My heavy duty wire trimmers. And this is also where I hang like this on the side here. My crocodile and my corner rounder go in here. I used them today and they're somewhere else, so they're not in here, but that's also there. So these guys are all sitting literally within an arm's reach of me, because these are the things that I use the most. And so they are right up in front of me here and within easy reach. So that's it, guys. That's how I store my ink, adhesive, and tools. I know I don't have as many as most people do, but I've got more than enough. Believe me, you know, when you've got seconds and you got to store them somewhere else, you know you've got more than enough. So I hope you liked this video. If there's something that you saw that you really liked, maybe I gave you some inspiration. I hope so. But if not, then please check out Susan and Sheree, watch their videos, and then check their description boxes for all the other people, because I'm sure that there are tons of great ideas. I can't wait to look to see how other people are doing things, because I might have that aha moment that, oh, that's much better than what I'm doing. So that's it, guys. Please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do. And until the next video, I hope you're all truly blessed. Bye-bye.